Oh, and we're live. So welcome to day 2 of how to build a WordPress plugin. So I'm trying to do this to help me build a lifestyle business and escape the 9-5. So let's close that and start looking at what we've got. So yesterday I went through getting everything running, and with the goal to have this subscribe will pop out that comes out. So yesterday, after yesterday's live stream, I just went and did a bit more tweaking. So I cleaned up the code here, had a few more listeners in, moved everything into a CSS file, then the JavaScript file, neatened that up a little bit, started getting my head around more about GitHub Copilot in Visual Studio as well. So that was a bit of upskilling yesterday. And then the end result is now this little widget that sticks to the side. And if you look at yesterday's videos, there'll be on the mobile, there'll be a tap one as well, a tap button. And if I press S to subscribe, you've got this little subscribe thing that pops up. So I did the coding for that yesterday, and you can tap that as well to subscribe to the newsletter. So this isn't coded up yet, but it's all there, and we've got a liver. If I just refresh it, there should be 5-second delay. It pops out. Cool. Yes, it pops out, animates as a light. Quite like that. I wasn't happy with that yesterday, but I quite like how that works now. And yeah, all that works, and it works on mobile. So that was yesterday after the live stream, this cleanup. And what I did last night while watching TV with the wife was actually just do a little bit of research to get up and running with bring it up Copilot in Visual Studio Code, but also then I managed to get into sort of what I wanted to do with this sort of admin menu. So get the top level admin page up, then get the sort of structure in there, then start setting up these partials to be able to display each one. And that's what I'm probably going to try and go through today, especially focused on the settings one to get that up and running. And what I'm going to chat about at the minute. So if we look at that now, so if I just go to the dashboard, we've got WordPress, but you've got this super sub menu now, which is cool. And then you've got dashboard, subscribers, set an account. What the great thing is you've got this Freemius debug. So I'm using Freemius. In one of the earlier videos, I talk about sort of hosting a WordPress plugin, and Freemius, and I'm over the moon with it so far. I chatted about the pricing, but for me, it is the ability to get up and running without having to pay upfront cost. Sometimes when you have to pay for service providers. So what I try and like think about now when I'm building a SaaS startup is to basically get up and running as fast as possible using other providers. They'll have a free tier. Sometimes you'll hit a blocker. A lot of the time, so like I've used affiliate software in the past, you have to pay $29, even though you're not getting any return. What I'm liking about Freemius is you can get up and running without any sort of upfront cost to you. And what I really like about it, so if I go to the plugins, so Super Sub, this is the plugin. You've got like change license, upgrade, deactivate. The deactivate is not looking quite right. It's a little bit thing, but then you activate it and you don't have to worry about the license key. It directs the license key. They apply the license key and then away they go. And I think they can do confirmation. So it handles all that for you. You add in this sort of Freemius WordPress plugin, WordPress file that's specific to you. I've actually put in a git ignore as well to exclude that, because I think you download it and it has keys that are unique to our plugin. So I really want to start committing that for security reasons. And then I've created this now that you can see you've got the dashboard and all these sub menus. If you haven't activated, if you've installed it, not paying, and haven't activated, all these are hidden. When you click Super Sub, it actually takes you to the add license key. So all that's sorted for you. The cool thing about it as well is if we look at dashboard subscribers settings, them are the ones that I want to be padding out. But by default, it gives you these additional ones, which is account, which actually I don't want to show people. So you've got account, which is your account information. Contact us, which is an amazing way to get up and running with a way that people can talk to us straight away. So we've got the logo on there, all this information they can put in. Fantastic. And then pricing, which has got a little bit of a tweak that we need to do. That should say upgrade, because I've only got a single license at the minute. I'm not quite sure why that's. Let me just see if it's sync data from server. Super soap pricing. Yeah, I've not quite worked out how this will work, but you've got your upgrade, you've got your license, you've got your account, you've got your contact us, you've got all this cool information that you can then get up and running with. And yeah, it's just a great way to manage your plugin without having to do all the coding yourself. So now it's going to be sort of the dashboard side that I want to do. So dashboard, it'll be this file. So let's go to that one. Subscribers will actually be a list of all the subscribers and some statuses that I'm planning on doing when people go to your site and click submit the form. I haven't integrated that yet. I'm still figuring out how to work that out. And what I want to build up is the way to do that once I've got the third-party integrations up and running. So my goal is to get this settings section up and running, and then we can start adding in sort of. So I use MailerLite for my email marketing tool to basically to be able to put in an API key for MailerLite, a group ID to put it into a certain group in MailerLite, and just basically save them settings into the dashboard. And I'm not sure the best way to do that again, because I've not got a WordPress background. But that's where we're up to with the plugin so far. So what I want to do is GitHub Copilot is great at knowing what you're up to. So I want to open the CSS. I want to open that. I'll keep that admin side open actually. And then I'm going to be doing settings. So if I do, and what I've also done, I saw yesterday, I'm going to try it, is I've installed VS Code Speech. So I believe I can talk to, I can talk to Copilot, so I don't need to type things out. I'm going to give that a try now. So it's listening. Can you create a piece of code that is going to use the freemium WordPress SDK to check if they have a paid and activated license? I've not chatted quick enough, so discard that. Try again. Check the freemium WordPress SDK that we have a paid and active license. If not, redirect to the upgrade URL. Can you refactor this to use the freemium SDK? Let's accept that. quite done it. I have done a little bit of research before, so let's just get a bit of stuff back up and running. So I'm inside Freemius here. Where was the help? I think it was already. I had a quick look at stuff before. Start with Freemius. So WordPress SDK. Handling. Let's see what we want. Is premium only. I thought there was a way to do it in terms of, where did I see it? Check if the user owns an activated and paid license. That's it, paying. So my FS, why is it saying this? Plan code, is that what it's called? No, the plan code is referred to by the plan's name and the plans. You come to cost of, right, so mine will be, I think I've called it. So let's just see that doesn't. There we go. Let's just make sure that this works. Cool. Okay. With this one, I actually want it to redirect to. We know that they've got an active license. So what I'm going to do, if the user is on a trial plan and the result, so what I want to do, let's do proper checks and balances. So it is paying. And it's paying. So we want to do, let's exit. So what I'm going to do is, right, so that's not appearing. I'm in the right file, settings. Yeah. But what we want to do now is we want to check that if it's a vendor license, sorry, Defender license, they need to upgrade to actually start using the third party thing. Yeah, sorry, you need to upgrade to, I don't think that's the right one, is plan. But if the plan's a Defender, you need to upgrade. Sweet. So what you can do is there is a way to redirect. Oh, where did I see it? User account management. WordPress SDK. Oh, where was it? Admin licenses. Code type. There you go. Super sub. Upgrade you out. Upgrade now. I don't know what that means. Whoa, yeah, so awesome. So we are now, sorry, you need to upgrade to access this feature. So I can start proper padding that out for that. Man, it's see. It's the URL. Buy. No. Sorry, you need to purchase. You need to purchase a Avenger R license. A valid license access this feature. Need to upgrade to access. So you need to. Cool. Let's just put in settings for now. Oh, this is so great, does it for you? Great now. Cool. I don't know if exit's right. This incorrect function. Let's do that. Cool. What I want to do as well is you configure which third party email services you want these to say. Cool. See what that looks like. Like, I'm not too worried about the design of it at the minute. I've been for a walk this morning and I was like, oh, we could do this, do that. It'll be cool if it does this and do that. But I think what I'm trying to do is not worry about the design, get the functionality in there and get that up and running. And then worry about polishing it. And like one of the analogies I give is, people go, oh, it doesn't look great. But like if you get all the functionality in there, if you make an absolute dynamite of a weapon, it still works. So it's like my analogy is like James Bond always looks immaculate in a suit, but if you put James Bond in a tracksuit, he's still fucking James Bond. So that's my kind of idea with this is try and just get it out as long as the functionality is there, as long as it's a killer plugin that does what it says on the tin. The sort of the UI inside the WordPress site, I think this has to be down. The front end, but the back end, as long as it does what it said on the tin, I think we should be all right. We should be good to go. So what I want to do now is, once we get to this point, is load the HTML from another partial file. Sweet. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to comment this out for testing. Always. Yeah, cool. That's it. So, like I said, I want to do it to Melody. And what I'm going to do, partials, I'm going to create a new partial called email providers alike. And then if I do, actually, new folder, email providers. Then in case it's just listing through all these partials, email providers. Mail alike. Email providers. That's not working. Admin partial settings. Failed to open providers URL path. To do actions. Admin partial settings. Line 21. Partial file. MailerLite. Email. Providers. Folder. MailChimp. I didn't say MailChimp. I called it the right thing. Is it because I'm not loading everything correctly? Plugin dir path. What if I just do Come on, Phil. This is the cool thing, what I've learned about GitHub Copilot as well. We've got this chat widget. And it's just basically like ChatGPT, GPT-4, and you can ask it questions. So you've got terminal, ask it to do something in the terminal, ask it about Visual Code and ask workplace, and it's ask about your workplace. I getting this error. How to fix it? And what that does, it goes and looks at all your workspace structure, determining how your workspace is and how it then applies the fix or what you're trying to do, the improvements. Like an example was yesterday I looked at was they had a Twitter login, and then there was like, well, we wanted to implement a Facebook login. Where do we do this? What? Ah, right. So I sorted it. So what if I just do that? So yeah, it got it a little bit wrong because it was asking it, but we're already in the partials folder, so it figured it out, and it did it for each error as well. So yeah, we're up and running. So then if we start again, we've got H3, change that to H2. Let's try the chat stuff again. Oh, discard. I've got to stop talking when I want to press a button. Can you create a HTML and PHP file that will take input from a form, which includes an API key, a group ID, a button, and save it to the options in the WordPress structure? So what it does, group ID, save options, method post. So what another cool thing is, you can do that. And then if we do this, I think you can do an explain. So explain how this code works. So it's explaining what form tag is and everything. I think I've gone a bit too much. I should have done what the options. So some of the forms are how do I use the in WordPress to save form information to the Let's try another way. Save the values from this. into using save. Update options. In WordPress, you can use a function to save form data to database. This function, how do I use this in my open editor? Let's see what that does. The form goes here. Next, you need in WordPress to do the same function that puts the form. You provide a full code file. Save the data and have the form. See what it does. No, it shouldn't be a plugin. That's interesting though, because copy all that. Action, admin menu. Cool. Then I just put in test. I go save. Can't be that easy, can it? Add the new page to the admin menu. I don't want to do that. It's done it. Has it done it? Let me go and open the database. And then if we go to, just double check, options, select data, select, search anywhere where smell of light. No, I've spelled it wrong. Mail to mailer. What called it? Let's see. Yeah, so that's whacked it straight into the it's done it. I mean, I don't even know. I'm not bothered how it works. Cool. So what I'm going to call it, let's just, no, I'll leave it as that for now. MailerLite API key, MailerLite group ID. What I want to do is I want to add a slider role to enable MailerLite, to enable or disable MailerLite. No, that's not right. You just keep tabbing. Unbelievable, Jeff. No, I don't know. Is it a slider? Can you change this to a slider radio button? Let's see what that does. I think I'm probably going to have to. Yeah, probably just do. Enable MailerLite. Yep. Save. And then I'll do it. Enable. Enable. So they'll call that a key, that an ID, do a save. I'm going to go away from the page, go back to Super Sub, go back to settings. It's not loaded it right. That's because I've been an idiot. Such an idiot. Such an idiot. Copy paste error as always. So do that, save, fit, go back on it, settings. God. We're done again. What are we in? 41 minutes. So we've been able to create a settings page, check to see they've got a license, tell them to go to the upgrade now if they haven't. If they're on the lowest level, sorry, you can't do this. You need to go and upgrade it again. Otherwise, you've got all these email providers. So what I'm going to do, I'll add one, ConvertKit. ConvertKit. And then I'm not even having to worry about database structure. I can just save it as an option. And what I'd love to do actually is if there's a way to, have I shut down I've shut down the database settings. I'll just open database settings again, look. Do a option name is like select. Why is that not working? I've done it again. I've done mail to light. What a noob. What a noob. Select. Yeah, so we've got the information in the options table. So don't need to worry about the value. The only thing I think we could think about is is there a way in WordPress to pass an encrypted value? Sweet. God, this is so simple. So where's my site gone? Oh, that's the complaining about undefined function. Right, so that's not quite there yet. But yeah, there must be a way to. Yeah, so but at the end of the day, we can just reuse what's there inside WordPress. Get stuff saved. And just start building up a way of adding all this together. I mean, it's wild, absolutely wild. So yeah, so the goal is now I'll probably jump off live stream. Now we've got that up and running, probably figure out a little bit more way to encrypt the information, but probably a case of just padding out the service providers I want to plug in there. So I'm going to go with MailerLite because I use it. ConvertKit, chat on Twitter with people about what they use. ConvertKit come up. I think a lot of, is it Beehive? A lot of indie hackers, solopreneurs are using Beehive, so I might get that integrated if I can. And then I'll probably just do a little bit of research. If I can get 5 providers in, I think that'll be enough. And then if we can do it, so you can just enable them all, and the email gets put to all providers, and it's just a case of having this sort of loop throughout service providers we've got, and then yeah, adding that in. I think that'll be it's gonna be. I'll have a plugin ready by the end of the week, hopefully. Yeah. So if you've enjoyed this video, I'd love it if you give it a like, comment, subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be continuing to build out the plugin, trying to live stream as much as I can with the information and the product, and try and give you as much as I can in on the live stream, and then not just bore you by going through the same process and then dates on that. So yeah, if you'd love to watch the journey, that'd be massive help for me, and see how I'm getting on, and hopefully, you never know, by the end of April, might have someone purchasing it, all being well, if I can get my marketing head on. So thanks for joining. Take care, and I'll speak to you soon.